being pulled into Cozumel. You can see the pilot captain is actually on the way here. Moving at 6 knots right now. The sun is about to rise. Right now we are rotating to get to the dock. See another Oasis class ship out there. Sunrise coming. Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey here, and today we have a fun day. We're going to Tulum Ruins, and we're gonna go check out the cenotes. We're bringing you guys along with the waterproof camera. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, and you give this video a thumbs up. We are exhausted, and it's funny because there's like no one, there's a few people here, but the boat had just docked about 10 minutes ago, and we're the first group leaving. So we're like rushing to get downstairs. But if you're considering to do this tour, I'm gonna try to give you as much video and information as you need. So right now we're gonna head down to the theater and get out of here. I know a lot of you guys are saying, why is this tour 9 hours? Kind of seems crazy. Well, it's one of a handful of tours that go to the mainland. You see, in Cozumel, it's its own island, okay? You get off the boat, you're on an island. The mainland is roughly about 45 minutes in one-way direction. And once you get to the mainland, you then get on a bus for 45 minutes. So there's an hour and a half there one way, hour and a half back. So right there, 3 hours leaving you with 6 hours. So in those 6 hours, it's kind of almost split in half. 3 hours at the ruins, one guided tour, and then a little bit of kind of walk around. Then after that, you get on a bus for 15 minutes, then you get to the cenotes, and then from there, you could swim, get a tour. You don't even have to go in the water if you don't want to. I know some people are scared to go in them because they're scared they're gonna collapse, even though they've been there for how many thousands of years. Long story short though, today's gonna be a lot of fun. We're bringing you along, and we should be getting off the boat in, gosh, 10 minutes. So that's why I'm walking really quickly and it sounds like I'm out of breath. And some advice for you, bring some snacks. Because everywhere online doesn't mention if there is food, there is no food. We're assuming there is food, but we're bringing like PB&J and a couple other things. So we got off of this ship, and Adventure of the Seas coming in, and this is what we're getting on right now. The Windjet. We're off the ferry, making our way to the Excursion meeting point. Once you get off, there's a ton of places to get food. There's actually a pharmacy. Buy some hats. Joel, you want to get a hat right now? It's a pretty walk. Love all the colors. It's a cute little restaurant here, Joel. We made it to the buses after a little bit of a walk. Wasn't too bad. So we're on the bus now. Once we get moving, it'll be about 55 minutes. In order to get here, it wasn't too bad of a walk. You walk through the city a little bit, maybe a quarter of a mile, but it's 50 minutes, and then it says you're gonna walk around the property for about a mile and a half. Now you have to walk up steps, 39 to be exact. That's the road paperwork. And they do give you sandwiches, but that sandwich is what's gonna last for the entire 9 hours. So we bought bananas and things. Another advice for you, bring bananas and peanut butter sandwiches. That way you've got some extra food. Before we enter into the ruins, you stop by a souvenir shop. There's actually restaurants and tons of places to buy some cool stuff, which we're definitely gonna do, but we have to enter heading in that way, probably in about a minute.
Oh, nee. Alles is in stijgers.
And also, amigos, I want to share with you, amigos, something special about that monument. Amigos.
It's a very beautiful temple. It's here, and then funny enough, there's like handprints on here. And if you can see over here, this one has 7 fingers on the left hand. They said it's because of, well, marrying your sister and having kids. Iguana on the run. So this over there is where they used to do the sacrifices, and so we asked them, you know, who were they sacrificing? Were they the rich family that lived within these walls? Because that's where only about 300 people who were very wealthy lived in here, plus all the spiritual things, you know, your priests. And then outside the wall, they had thousands more people that were never allowed inside. So how was it chosen to be sacrificed? We're told that it was an honor. People actually signed up to do this. They also mentioned that the winner of their kind of basketball game, well, that's what you can compare it to today. That person would also be sacrificed, and it was an honor for them. So they wanted to win and get sacrificed. Unfortunately, all this is off limits because of turtles. They hatch here, but it's too gorgeous. And it's right next to the temple. Little guy hanging out. Hey, look, Juana.
He must be so annoyed.
Yeah, he's like, why are people taking pictures of me? And here's a sacrifice temple. Another guard table over here, looks like. Guard. There's another guard house. And there's more ruins going that way. We only had an hour at the ruins, and it pretty much was a self-tour once you got inside, which was kind of a bummer. I kind of wish they explained more, but then we jumped on a bus and drove about 45 minutes to go check out the one thing that's been on our to-do list. We made it. Time for a dip. It's about like 1,000 degrees, so going into cenotes are going to be perfect. I'm going to head out this way. So before you get into the cenotes, you actually have to take showers over here. And then you're good. They don't want anything contaminated in the water, like you can even have sunblock on. So I want to make sure it's all off of you before you get in. And we're going to head over this way over here. I do have my camera, so hopefully we'll get some cool shots. We are at the first cenote, all the way down there, which is pretty awesome. Take a look up. We're heading to the right.
I'm very excited to be back.
And here are one of the many cenotes. It is gorgeous. Check out this little hut someone built overlooking all of this. Isn't this gorgeous? The colors of this water is amazing. People, you can jump down from here, jump down from there. Joe and I are hanging out here. And then the water is, I mean, beyond beautiful. It is time to jump off one of those cliffs. Should be a lot of fun bringing you. That was fantastic. Whew, time for the next one. Oh, yeah. I'm 100% sure they're all so big on conservation here.
No.
What? Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry?
portal is overall. Yeah.
These are so pretty. Now we're going to the cave. Now we're going to the cave Cenote. This way. Very pretty. So this is.
Yeah, not worth it.
The next one.
Yeah, I can.
I didn't walk down though.
It used to be removed. You can get inspection from
Come on, cross. Nothing. Let's go, boy. Vamos.
She doesn't want to go.
Yeah, she don't.
Yeah, she's gonna meet us at the exit.
I'll see you.
What over what? Oh, there's that? Oh. You got me there. So we're sadly leaving, and it was amazing. Going into the caves and swimming in the other one. It was so much fun. Though I did a massive cannonball. Woo, hurt my butt a little bit. But anyway, we have to make our way back to the ship because our ferry leaves like in 45 minutes and we're about a 20-minute drive out. Hi, Cenotes. Gotta head on to the bus. Just got back to our room and we have a bat hanging out with us. That is so cool. It is 5:30 and yes, the gangway was supposed to be up, but people are still kind of slowly making their way back on the boat. But it's weird because we're sitting across from Adventure of the Seas and it's just very different design than ours. And it's funny though because we're you know talking to people across the way as though it's like we're back in New York City talking to neighbors. This girl is like trying to tell people we'll give you shots. But you can see how big their ship is. Very massive, and if you look down, we've got people coming on for their ship and for our ship at the same time. And here they go, they're pulling out the last things before they close the gate. And there we go. Gangway is, looks like these people are panicking a little bit. The ropes are being released. We just got back to our room and we're now obviously off to somewhere else. We're actually going to Honduras, but I wanted to go ahead and kind of loop back on our trip today because there's a lot that was positive, a lot was negative. It was kind of half and half. So I just want to go over this stuff with you because I know when we booked this months ago, there was really no understanding of what was happening, who was doing what, how it would happen. So let me explain to you. First of all, it's advertised as a 9-hour trip. And it is. We actually took us a little bit longer. It was closer to 10 hours. So if you plan on doing this on your vacation for one of those days, understand you're going to have no time to explore Cozumel. honestly, by the time you got back, you're exhausted anyway, so you more or less were like happy just to go in, eat something, and go to sleep. That being said, it being 9 hours doesn't actually mean that you're exploring for 9 hours. It's 45 minutes from your ship to 45 minutes from the ship, which is going to pick you up, it's a little ferry, all the way to the mainland. Sometimes it's 37 minutes, sometimes it's 55 minutes. It depends on the ocean. That boat, by the way, depending on the time of day and the current, it could be so rough that there are attendants walking around with blue barf bags because it happens a lot. That being said, 45 minutes there, then you have to walk 15 minutes, so you're already in an hour, to get on a bus that takes you 45 minutes out of the city to, obviously, whatever one you're going to go to, because sometimes they change it depending on what group you are. There was group one for us, we're going to the Mayan ruins first, and then other ones we're going to cenotes first, so depending on which group. So if you think about it, before you even got to the site, it's an hour and 45 minutes. Then the bus parks outside of the entire ruins, and then you have to walk 15 to 20 minutes. So you're already at 2 hours just to get to your first spot. You're there for about maybe an hour and a half, up to 2 hours. So you're saying to yourself, okay, you're pretty much halfway through. Then you get into the truck, you drive about 20 more minutes to the cenotes, which you're only at for another hour and a half before having to get back on the bus, go 45 minutes to the ferry, walk 15 to 20 minutes, get through security, then get onto the ferry, another 45 minutes. It actually took us an hour and 10. It was really rough, so they had to go really, really slow. Then go through security in Cozumel, which they do it at the port instead of on the ship, then get to the ship. Yeah, it's a lot of information, and we almost missed the ferry because the ferry is only once an hour at the top of the hour. It was 4:55 as we're like racing to get there because we were supposed to be there a lot earlier. All that being said, it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. My personal opinion, don't do both in the same day. The cenotes are so amazing and refreshing. We got there, and I wish I could spend all the time there. At the same time, I'm a history geek. I like the ruins. There's so much history there, and we only got to explore maybe 1/3 of it before we had to leave to go to the cenotes. So, you know, my honest advice is, I know at this point, when we got them, this was $108. I don't know what it's going to be for you guys down the line, but my personal advice, if you're going to do at least this one on the Wonder, do cenotes like on another, Mexican stop, and then do the ruins on another one. That way, it's like 4 or 5 hours, enough time to come back into port and explore that city, and then get back on the ship. That's just my honest opinion. Anyway, we have a lot more to do here on Wonder of the Seas. We're actually tomorrow doing clear kayaks. We're snorkeling. I love snorkeling. That's in Honduras. Then we're going back to Mexico, and then a sea day, and then back home. This is like video number 7 in our series. So if you like my videos, please go ahead, subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. Right now, I'm watching this because I don't know if, can you see how beautiful this is? Look at this. Yeah, this. I love this. Anyway, see you guys later. Stay safe, okay? Take my advice. And if you do it, let me know when you did, how it was. I'll see you later. Bye.